Hey guys, what's up? Pixels here, and in today's video I'm giving you my best David build on Evil Dead the game. Now, this guy is a bit more complicated to play. I will be doing like an expert guide on how to play him. I'll give you guys some tips in this build video as well. He's absolutely amazing. I think he's possibly the best support character in the game now because of how much of a headache he can cause demons and stuff. And you know, that's going quite out there because I know Cheryl is highly valued around the community, but I think David has the potential to be the best support character in the game right now. But anyways, let's begin. So the first thing we're going to do is put 4 points into Gems Plus. The 30% is really going to help out not only healing you but healing the team. It actually gives quite a bit of a beneficial to the rest of the team there, so make sure you have that maxed out. And the next one's just 1 point in the Awful Dodger. Again, you're going to get your three dodges with the pink foot upgrades in anyways, so don't worry about that. We're going to put 1 point into Seeing Stars, and then we're going to come down here. We're going to put a point into Long Life Batteries as well. And then we're going to go for Fear No Evil. And then we're going to head down to the support category, and we're just going to put 1 point into First Aid. And then we're going to put 2 points into carrying extra shems because he's a support character. You want to carry extra shems. Obviously, it makes the most sense there. And then we're just going to start with 1 extra Shems Cola because that way it will help out at the start of the game, you know, with the looting situation. And then we're just going to put 3 points in Industrial Strength. We're going to save the extra point. You know, it's only an extra 5%, so I think 20% overall is good. Going for the extra 5% is really not that worth it on this guy, and we'll explain why in a bit. The next thing we're going to go for is just an extra 5% in headshot damage. And then we're going to put a nice juicy 3 points into Tougher Than Hell. With the damage reduction up to 10%. And then we're just going to go for 10% hollow points in ranged weapon damage. And I'll explain why I'm doing this very shortly. And then we're just going to put 1 point in Arcane Knowledge. It'll help detect the map pieces a bit easier. And then the final 3 points we're going to put into Fast Forward. So I think Fast Forward is a must on this guy. Like I said, he is going to be a headache for demons on objectives, primarily because of his Beacon of Hope ability. So his Beacon of Hope ability has a 2-minute cooldown. It has a 2 fear reduction speed per second, and the duration is 30 seconds, which is nice. And not only that, but it does get boosted with his final perk, which will give the effect range 250, so it's a bigger range. And not only that, but per hit the infernal reduction is 0.5, and it's a required extra plus 0.5 for possession, or infernal energy, sorry. So you know, it's gonna make the demon cost a lot more during objectives to possess things. And so with this guy, what you want to use is primarily fast weapons. So any weapon that has a 3+ speed on it really works out well with this guy, because per hit, if you're inside the Beacon of Hope when something is possessed, the infernal energy reduction per hit is really good on those units being possessed. So it really helps out a lot. Like I said, this guy is a bit more complicated to play than other supports, but I think he's sort of like a hybrid between Evil Dead 1, Ash, and Pablo in terms of, you know, with the fast forward capabilities of, you know, objective rushing a little bit. And not only that, but then bringing the fear reduction down. But this is where this guy gets interesting. So with you doing that, when you're popping the Beacon of Hope, make sure that it's either at the start of the objective. So that way, you know, it's a bit more of a headache for the demon to possess things. Obviously, the demon regenerates infernal energy during objectives, but I think it's important to do that during or at the start of an objective. And you've got to be wary when you use this guy's ability, because you can get knocked out of it pretty easily. So you got to be smart about how you drop it, because otherwise you got to go on a 2-minute cooldown without using your ability, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, unfortunately. What I will suggest is not using the nail gun on this guy, because the nail gun currently has a bug where it fires blanks. I've had that bug a couple of times where I'm shooting it and nothing comes out with the weapon, but it does make the animation that I'm shooting. I've got a clip here that it doesn't work, unfortunately. So I will say don't use the nail gun. I know he has nail gun mastery, but right now don't use it. The main thing that you want to go for in this guy is boomstick, double barrel, and the shotgun because of the pellets, and I'll explain why with the pellets. So apparently the boomstick actually has more pellets than the other shotguns in the game, and so combining that with boosted beacon, where it's infernal energy reduction per hit, you can kind of see where I'm going here. So you'll get the 0.5 per pellet hit. So just say that the boomstick has like 6 pellets, then you're going to obviously stack that up with like 0.5 per pellet hit. So that's quite a lot. So, you know, that's going to go up to about 3 infernal energy reduction per hit with that. And again, that's going to last over 30 seconds. So you can get quite a lot of shots off on the possessed units. So I will suggest that you use your shotgun only on possessed units. Don't use it on basic units. For basic units or like the AI units in the game, just use your melee as much as possible. Again, though, if you don't have the ammo to use your pellets on the shotgun, then be sure to just use a quick melee. Like I said, anything with 3 and above attack speed works really good on this guy, because again, that's going to contribute to the infernal energy reduction per hit. And like I said, with the fast forward, combining his Beacon of Hope with fast forward is just a massive headache for demons. So that's a really good thing. And not only that, but he also has Soda Pop, which is a damage reduction of 30% for 30 seconds. And I have heard a rumor that this actually stacks with each cola, so you could actually put it up to like 60%. Maybe even if you drink 5 colas, you could put it all the way up to 150%, but I haven't actually tested it out for myself yet. I've just heard a rumor that that's possible. But like I said, I'll probably be doing like expert guides or something with these characters later on down the line. So anyways, I'm just going to go into pink fuck upgrades. So with David, the main thing that I go for is stamina. Obviously get the 3 dodges as early as possible. Then the next thing I go for is ranged. And, you know, I just go for range just because I want, like, obviously a bit of the faster reload speed and a bit of a extra hefty damage on my shotgun abilities and stuff like that. And then after range damage, just head straight into melee damage, get the extra 5% attack speed on your melee damage. Like I said, you want that for primarily the boosted beacon. And then possibly just go into hell for shield or something. I don't really tend to go into fear with this guy because we actually have, like, sort of like a 5% reduction of fear received in his skill tree with this build. And not only that, but his Beacon of Hope will drain our fear down as well during objectives. So again, it works out really well. And like I said, I think this guy is going to be really, really strong in team comps compared to Cheryl because of the damage reduction. So just say everyone's running tougher than hell on the team. Like, everyone has the 10% damage reduction. That's not including all the other damage reductions that Warrior can put into their skill trees as well. And so you can actually stack that up for like 40%. So it's always nice. You know, most of the time you will drink a Shems during like boss battles or, you know, strong possessed unit battles. And that way it's really going to help out your team with the damage reduction there. So I feel like, you know, if you have a good team comp, you know, you're a bit well coordinated, people are dropping Shems for you and you're drinking the Shems and, you know, you're giving them massive damage reductions against the demon, which is just massive. So, and like I said, you've got the Beacon of Hope combined with that, and then you've got fast forward during objectives. And I really think this guy just has the best synergy in the game right now to work with all the other characters in the game. The only one I wouldn't say he works well with is Mia, just because obviously you will drain her fear down, but a smart Mia player will realize to stay away from his Beacon of Hope and then keep her fear level nice and high. But yeah, this has been my best David build, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it helpful. I've used this in quite a lot of games, and even in solo queue it's done well for me as well. It's a really solid build. I hope you enjoy it. Leave me a like, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you guys think of the build, and hit that sub button if you are new to the channel. I do stream this game Monday to Thursday. I do a lot of Evil Dead content. I keep things up to date as much as possible. I work very hard on these builds and spend a lot of time doing them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Pixel, these are my awesome viewers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.